I sent out an email today to everybody with setup instructions, so you can go pull that up and get started on that, and we can be walking around helping you guys out, getting that ready to go. One thing to note when you do the remote desktops, I assigned every team a number of computer to use so that we don't have any confusion when we come up with computers to sign into. So I think everybody here right now is signed up, so you should all have a number on that PDF that I sent to you guys.
But anyways, I have a question. Do we all need to use our key?
Okay. Just testing out a different view here, seeing everything showing up. All right, and just an announcement, now I'm talking actually people on the stream now that I know that we're set up and running. If you're here in person, you can ignore this, but this is for the people on stream. Comment in the YouTube chat if you want Kyle or I to be paying attention to any of the tech things that you're having wrong. Again, if you're in person, contact the people helping out there. And because we're kind of just in this awkward setup period, don't worry, I might be looking all over there, wherever. Don't worry about that. It's all fine. We'll be going to our situational awareness presentation at around 7 o'clock. Mark, do you have any words? You're at the computer right now, just checking. Anything to share on the stream or anything like that?
Sorry about that, John. I missed the second half of that. I was having an issue.
Okay.
I realized that my audio is coming through the YouTube live stream and not Zoom. So.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good thing to get resolved.
Yeah.
Do you have it fixed now?
Yeah, it's working now.
Okay.
I'm still getting it from the YouTube live stream. It's working.
Okay, I would recommend not having that because otherwise you're going to get double the same sort of things on a lag.
I missed the second half of that. I was having
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I can hear it. So just mute YouTube. Just don't worry about YouTube on your end.
All right, now I think it's working.
Okay. Yeah, can you hear me?
There we go. Now it's working.
Yay!
We put him on the spot.
All right. I think I'm gonna walk around and see how everybody's doing with their setups.
All right, that sounds good.
You just tell yourself that was some. What? Remote desktop issue. Then why am I the one that helped He's trying to help.
I don't like it. That. Redo. What? Oh. Yeah, I think we moved faster than brain for that one.
Yeah. Hey, it's been a long day.
Oh. You know what? They got stuck. Storm bugs.
Do you know where PD? Wait, it's already 4 o'clock.
Who's the suck zone? Yeah, I figured. Yeah.
Well, I haven't heard anything. I think we're okay.
Yeah.
Here. Central Oklahoma and the eastern half of
What? Oh, did you hit continue already? No. Okay.
You did?
No.
Oh. Are you guys just waiting for it to start now? I don't know. I feel like this is oh, you can get checked.
Still hard. What the hair over there actually say? Like, these are not authorized.
Yeah.
Am I not?
Yeah.
I don't. Why do you get to choose?
No, that is such a freaking hard one to say. Okay. Yeah. Okay, what is 16?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
That's like easy.
Weird. So, and I'm assuming that's what that is. So that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I'm assuming that's what. Is that in? Okay, it is.
I can try.
I know you want to. I can't. I think not.
I just like increasing the number of pieces.
Increase the number and or.
Why?
Hey, what are you breaking? Okay. Yes?
Yeah, chicken hates it. I don't know what I did. Hey Mark, I'm gonna log back into your computer. No one died. Sleep.
Wait, put in the first one.
We almost got it. We were very close. First one. The first one from the Chase website.
Oh. We can assign the default line.
That's fair. That's fair. I forgot there's a. So I hate this part right there. I don't like hate that part right there. I don't like this part. I don't know what didn't like about it. What any actors are talking about. Type in shape. It's not shape. The shape dot. It looks the same.
I did not realize. Yeah, we did second link.
Tyler, I'm really stupid. I never reran the cell that listed the extra option. So, so I was trying to find like the line width in the color and everything, but I never reran that cell. I forgot to rerun a cell, so I was trying to find a value in the index that hadn't been made yet. So the index is small. I thought I hit run all, but I didn't, so... You should be. I used to be good at this. Tyler, was your third one like the same and then way below? Do you have an unfair advantage over there? Okay. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I would try to get unfair advantage by asking Mark for stage. Sit up that it's not tomorrow. I'm disappointed. We didn't know what we were doing. Okay. Didn't you guys get hit? We saw some like. Nice. That's the Tuesday. Wow, okay. Okay, Kyle, I got it. Okay. What? It's fantastic. They ran out of white rice, so I'm so sad. Wait, you normally got white rice? I love white rice. No. I think stuff in white rice. It's literally one of my favorite foods. So good. I could just try to get I was like, you know what? I'll just try it. It's cheap if it's second. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what mine is.
So he's you guys good? Ow, come on. You know, I was just like, I still look. Mental out. No, I don't actually. I'm very aware of there was no. Are other people partying? Everybody. There was one video where he was something staring at. I was like, he's like moving. That was really very close to you guys. Yeah, like I was like, oh, where's this one video? I just like the tornado thing. I'm like, third of the actual shot. It's like, why are you people standing there? It's not moving left or right. It's really moving towards you. God, that was. Oh, I hate it. Yeah, look what happened. I did that. Just kidding. I didn't do anything. It's fine. Yes, but everything else. Yeah, that's such a good.
Yeah, it's amazing. I guess it up gone.
You gave us a bad. Should I just like try to... So you're a storm buster. Yeah, Dylan, have you started 399? Is that what you're doing in dynamics? Why? Why are you not paying attention to dynamics? You just started paying attention to the class. Like if it was radar, I could get it. Yeah, you should probably learn those. We have to well,
I think I should set my sleep settings. I should make it not do that. Okay, Dave and Gallus and your team, are you guys set up yet?
Don't ask how much. Beginning of the. Like it comes out. It should be actually.
Mark, are you talking to us?
Yes, he was.
Yes. Are you guys set up and ready to go?
Mark, did you say something to our team?
I don't think to you. Is it through you?
No, I did.
Did you unmute yourself?
I was talking to you.
Oh.
I don't.
Gallus, can you hear me? Oh, now you're muted.
I guess.
Mark, can you hear me?
Gallus, can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Okay, I think you guys are watching on the YouTube stream. You need to stop watching on the YouTube stream because you're getting at about 20 or 30-second lag.
Mark, are you there?
I think you're.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. All right. Can you hear me?
Mark, are you there?
Okay, they're on a lag. In about like 15 seconds, they're probably going to discover what's going wrong. Yeah, basically, we just need to make sure that they're on the Zoom call listening to us just through Zoom. They should not be watching on the YouTube stream.
Okay, but John, you can hear me just fine, right?
Yes, I can hear you just fine. No lag, no delay.
Okay.
John, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me live now?
Yes.
Yay!
Bill Gallus was giving me all kinds of crazy information.
Okay, yeah. That tends to happen.
That tends to happen. You didn't hear that. I don't think we're close to set up, by the way. So Lizzie's on with Kyle, I think.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just sort of stall for time until we're all ready.
All right. We are just about set up here. We just have one more thing to do. So
Okay.
just let me know when you're ready. Hey, Kyle or John, what are we setting the storm relative velocity to?
I don't have that info. Kyle, do you?
Okay.
Mark, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Depending on where certain chasers go, the storm motion is going to be different. So they're going to have to rely on the first warning that comes in.
Okay.
They cannot set storm relative, or they can't set their storm motion manually because the simulation is sped up. So it's going to give them artificially fast storms. They have to wait till a warning, right click it, and then set storm motion from warning.
Okay.
Thanks, Kyle. We set our motion vector.
All right. I think we're ready to go ahead and get started now. If everybody can hear me just fine.
I can hear you on this end.
All right, great. Yeah, I will get into the forecast discussion. John, I think you'll have to stop sharing your screen or pull up the presentation or something. All right. Okay. Yes, you are. Tyler, are you in the Zoom right now?
No. I can join it though. Where's the link?
I will send it to you real quick.
Yeah, I can monitor something now.
Let's see where it is.
Yeah, take a picture of our. Wow. Unless it was in one of your emails.
Okay, I'm gonna email it to you real quick.
Okay.
Yeah. So we don't need to bring a frisbee or football. We're entertaining ourselves. That's fair. You know, sometimes you need that.
What is your
Just
net ID? Okay.
You can just send it along.
Okay. I would say you're the one that drove 10 down Mississippi, right?
Okay, yeah, just kind of monitor, make sure the audio is working good.
Yeah, you can get started.
Okay, I'm gonna get started on the forecast briefing. So listen close because by the end of this, you guys are gonna have to pick your target area of where to start out for this chase, and that's gonna be a very important decision. So yeah, it is 4 days before the event. SPC has just issued a 15% risk for a lot of the plain states. Day 3 comes and still have the slight risk. They've expanded it quite a bit, moved west a little bit. So you continue watching that, and by day 2, they have upgraded to enhanced risk. You have an enhanced risk in northeast Colorado into Nebraska, and you also have another area of an enhanced risk in south central Kansas, into Oklahoma, and into the Texas Panhandle. So now it is 6Z before the chase, 12 hours before the start of the chase. So at this point, you're going to be looking at models, trying to figure out where exactly are you going to go. So here is the 6Z convective outlook. Still have those areas of enhanced risks, and you also get the tornado risk at this point. So you have 5% in the area in both enhanced areas, and a pretty large 2% as well. So now you have to decide, are you going to the north target, or are you going to go to the south 2% or 5%?
Or you can go to Michigan too. That's still a threat.
You could go to Michigan. You could go to Michigan. You could go to Wisconsin. You can go to Arkansas.
We have radar data for all of those.
The possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
So let's see. I will go over some of this here. So a very complex scenario is evolving across the plains today as storms now developing over northern Colorado and into northern Kansas are forecast to grow upscale into an MCS and shift east-southeastward across Kansas and northern Oklahoma. and later into Missouri and possibly Arkansas. Exact evolution and tracking of this convection with time remains uncertain, as will the location of the remnant outflow, collectively prog to be shifting southwestward across Kansas into Oklahoma through the day. The evolution of this convection will alter both the thermodynamic environment as well as the favored zones for new afternoon convective initiation. While ongoing storms within the anticipated MCS may possibly pose a local isolated severe risk at the start of the period and possibly continuing through the day, two favored areas for new storm initiation appear to be: one is along the dry line, mixing eastward across the Texas Panhandle toward western Oklahoma, and possibly in particular near the intersection of this dry line and the anticipated southward moving convective boundary. And then you also have across northeastern Colorado and eastern Wyoming vicinity as a weak and subtle mid-level trough, vorticity max crosses Utah and shifts into Wyoming and Colorado during the afternoon. So I'm not going to go over that last part of the discussion. If you want to take a picture of that and look at it later when you evaluate your exact location, you can if you want to. Hopefully my head is not in the way.
Yeah, do you want me to take a screenshot of that?
Yeah, if you want to take a screenshot or take a picture, go ahead. All right. Now moving on. So you're looking at different parameters. Looking at these are all going to be from the early afternoon. So your models are saying that you have good southwesterly flow. This is at the 500 millibar level and overlaid with wind speed as well. So you're getting good southwesterly flow over the plains, that risk area that the SPC was talking about. And then it also appears like you might get even up to 40 or 45 knot flow over southwest Kansas and into the panhandles. And yeah, feel free to take pictures of any of these, or we can go back over them real quickly if we need to. And then we also have pressure changes. So you can see that there is a little bit of a deepening low in the eastern Colorado area. So that's going to be the cause of the severe weather on this day. And this is the surface temperature, dew point, and pressure overlaid over each other. So the colored green and blue is your dew point. So you can see that you have 60 up to upper 60s dew points flowing in from the Gulf over Oklahoma and into central Kansas. And then you have upper 50s flowing into northeast Colorado and southern Nebraska. And there's a sharp cutoff on the western edge of that, so that is your dry line. So keep that in mind. You can also look at the temperature contours, which are in red. So you have your highest temperatures over western Oklahoma, Texas Panhandle, and then starting to come up into central Kansas. And then here's your surface-based CAPE. So you got a higher instability axis ahead of that dry line in southwest Kansas. And those southerly winds are bringing in moisture, bringing in warmer air to the northeast Colorado, Wyoming, Nebraska target as well. And you also got your convective inhibition overlaid over that in blue. So you can see where there's a cap in place and where you have your most instability. And here's your LCL heights. So over Kansas, you got a 750 contour up to about 1,000, and even higher heights as you head northwest further into the plains. And this is your effective bulk shear. So you can see that you have 40 knots of shear kind of over northeast Colorado, southwest Kansas. More bulk shear into the mid 30s as well over central Kansas and into Nebraska. So yeah, now it's the night before. You have all of the information that you should need to pick a target. So now discuss with your team briefly where you want to go, and if you want to see any of these maps again, I can show those for you. But yeah, take a minute to discuss with your team.
So loud. I'm trying to be as quiet as possible. You're just like, yeah, right. No, she wants us to do.
That's a little chat.
I don't even know what is actually regularly that one is. You know, it's just. But do you have anything else? Do you have a picture of it? Can you send me a picture of it? Oh wow. So it's like we're actually going to get the. Like, are we just plugging in our own? Your calculators, they're all. Yeah. You have the like this is comment about. Yes.
Mark, where are we dropping?
We're dropping boards.
So you just have to calculate all these I think he put in I don't remember. You have to. You should have calculated. Then you have to learn what that is. So what? The image I just sent. So you're just so he did the first three. So basically, you just like.
Also, just to be clear, you do not have to put your location in quite yet on the website. We're going to do that in just a minute. I'll show you a few more things.
Yeah, but it was using real function because we're looking at it versus just the world. They have a question. And kind of bother you.
Yeah, all the stuff I just showed you would have been like you're looking at 6Z model run, you know. No, it's
8 hours away from 8.
no, it's 12 hours.
Yeah,
Oh. Yeah, this is like 6 feet. Well,
This is-
1 a.m.
yeah,
Yeah. So what is 13 hours?
you're fine.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
You just kind of like
You
teleport
just,
there.
yeah, that's basically whatever place you pick to start, that's where like you start there.
That's more details than we put in this.
Let's get simple here. You planned ahead, and you're already on the way.
Also,
Yeah.
just a recommendation to get moving along because we are running tight on time. We'd like to get things wrapped up by 10 p.m. tonight, and if we don't get started with the
All right.
simulation soon, we'll go past that.
All right.
Does any team not have a place picked out?
So does everyone have a place picked out? Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna keep moving on the discussion. I'm gonna keep moving on. I'll show you a few more things, and then you will finalize your location, and we'll get started. So, morning of the chase. It is 13Z. You are currently driving to your target area that you have picked out. The SPC has updated their convective outlook. You still have 2 areas of 5%, and now they also added a tiny little area of a 10% as well. So here is the new discussion. I'm not going to read all of this. If you want to take a picture, you can. It should be pretty similar to the stuff that I already read. It's only 6 hours later. So you got 2 areas that you're looking at now. So here is a sounding that was observed from the northeast Colorado area. So if you want to take a look at that, take a picture, you can. I'm not going to point out things in it necessarily.
They were pointed out on Monday.
Huh?
They were pointed out on Monday.
Yeah, exactly. And then this is a sounding out of the southwest Kansas area as well. So these were both observed soundings at 13Z. So now it is 1630Z. Initiation is coming up. You're nearing your target area. And the SPC has expanded the 10% from earlier, as well as added a 10% on the northern target as well. And the 2% in Wisconsin and Michigan is gone, sadly. I know. Here's your surface observations from 1630. So you got a warm front lifting across Colorado, central Nebraska, and you got your dry line in the panhandles and up into Kansas as well. Here's your satellite imagery. I wish I could have found something higher quality, but that's okay. So there's that ongoing convection that the SPC was talking about from eastern Colorado all the way into central Kansas and even heading into Oklahoma. 13Z.
So this is now 3.5 hours. Yeah.
Yes. All right. An hour later, it is 1730Z. Initiation is imminent. You got a mesoscale discussion from the SPC now for the Northeast Colorado area, and overlaid with your surface observations as well. They say that supercells capable of all severe threats are expected this afternoon. And here's an hour later satellite image. A lot of the convection from the morning hours has started to clear out, and you are left with a cumulus field from Oklahoma all the way up through Kansas and into Northeast Colorado and Wyoming. So now you're going to talk with your team real quickly. Hopefully you already have an idea of generally where you're going to go, but now you're going to find a final starting position that you will, in a second, plug into the website. So yeah, go to Google Maps, find a latitude and longitude that you're going to use.
Yeah, it does pop up. Don't hit submit. Just you can type in the line, and then wait a second.
Yeah, don't submit yet. That might be bad. I don't know.
We'll wait for that.
Don't break it just yet. We haven't started.
We'll start anyway.
Bubbles. All right, sweet. So we'll enter that in. Spit it out.
He was doing something, so I told him no, that's wrong. And that's what he said to me.
Classic.
Or wait. I guess I didn't realize that might spell us in the middle of the What? Oh, yeah. I don't know if that one. Yep. I don't think that. Well, no, I don't need a picture.
All right, you got 30 more seconds to choose a location.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
They probably haven't started.
Yeah.
That'll be something.
Yeah.
As long as all the stuff's in there, it should work. Because if not, we're gonna need, one of us is gonna need that link. So we're like file open. Can you type in the link for
LP.
Yeah. But then,
if no one typed that in, you're gonna need that link. And then go back to the
I thought they already did that.
They should have.
Yeah, I mean, I went around.
Yeah.
Okay, so you should all have a latitude and longitude that you're going to plug in just a minute. So now it is 1830Z, the start of the chase simulation. Storms are beginning to initiate. So you're going to go back to the simulation website. Don't hit submit yet, but get your lat and longitude in there. And I think we're going to listen to a scoring briefing from Kyle in just a minute.
Yeah, Mark, you just got to give me screen share.
All right. All right, you should be good.
All right. Let me know when you guys can see this.
We can see it.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right, guys, just a quick breakdown in how scoring works. You can see things that are positive up here on the top. If you're witnessing a really nice tornado, 100 points weak tornado, 50 points obscured tornado, so rain wrap, 25. If you're probably following in the path of a supercell and haven't caught up to it yet, and you're coming across hail reports from a little bit ago, you can get points for taking pretty hail pictures. That's kind of a consolation, and also encouraging you not to be in the core. You can get some points for funnel clouds, and after dark, which we will tell you when nightfall is. As you move away from tornadic thunderstorms, you will get points for being safe and getting cool lightning shots. You're going to get points taken away if you're core punching, and you're going to get points taken away if you're acquiring speeding tickets. The worldwide speed limit in the simulation is 65 miles an hour. So do with that information what you please. And that's going to do it for scoring.
All right, so Mark or Kyle, do you have anything else before we click the magic button?
Nope.
Okay.
I think we're good here.
All right. We're loading things in now. Oh, Pueblo doesn't actually have radar for the case. Okay. Interesting. Well, I guess we're not actually having Pueblo, so hopefully you weren't planning on chasing in southeast Colorado. All right, we got our first radar scan in Green Bay. So you can start polling and get everything, should start flowing in.
I just want to make sure that teams have hit their submit button on their initial condition or the initial positions, so that they should see themselves popping up on GR.
Uh-oh. All right, well, I guess I have a little issue to be looking into. Don't mind me while you all just keep on going, but we have one of our plays files look like it just broke. I'll be taking a look into that. Hey, Kyle, where are most people centered around? Oh, wait, look, tornado warning.
Right now, looks like we have most of our teams in Southwest Kansas and into the panhandles of Texas and Western Oklahoma. And we have two teams that have both decided to start in Ray, Colorado, up in, well, right near the borders of Colorado, Nebraska, and Kansas.
Okay. Well, I guess for all the teams that didn't listen to my recommendation to go to Michigan, there is a tornado warning now up here by Marquette.
And if you didn't listen to John,
you're smart.
You're smart. Pay no attention to his diversion tactics. in case folks don't already know, the refueling mechanics in the simulation require you to be within 1 mile of a city center. And cities that qualify for gas stations, we're talking about Eastern Colorado here, you can see those in your actual Chase Sim app on the computer. It'll tell you like 15 miles southwest of a town. And that is telling you where the nearest town is, so that if you draw near enough, you can refuel.
All right, John, question.
Yeah.
So what happens when they get a flat tire?
When they get a flat tire, that basically means that they get charged for repairs and they're stuck until someone comes and gets them, which takes between 1 and 5 minutes.
Someone has to come and get them?
Well, it's in the app, but yeah, basically they're stuck for 1 to 5 minutes while someone comes to go fix their tire.
All right.
Shout out to Team Stormbusters, who has, well, not seen any storms, but they busted a tire. So, yeah, they're stuck.
Also, apologies to anyone watching on the YouTube stream. I had some background music queued up that I forgot to put back in.
Hey, John. Is there a way for a team to get more money? Because there's been a team that has gotten 2 flat tires already.
How have they gotten 2 flat tires already?
I don't know. The same team got 2 flat tires without really moving at all.
Huh. Well, just put their name down in the chat and I can give them a little bonus money to compensate for one of them.
Yes,
What's
John.
your name?
John, I've already noticed that there have been 4 total flat tires, which is a tad bit alarming.
Yes, that is. I was literally I noticed 2 at least, but we're gonna go make flat tires a little bit less likely.
Yeah, there's been 4 flat tires for 3 teams, and most of which I know it's independent of everything else, but most of them aren't moving.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with it. It's just however many times the thing gets loaded.
Yeah.
Because I mean, right now it's at a 0.3% chance per minute. So I'm gonna bump it much lower than that.
Nobody seems to want to bite on this storm in central Oklahoma. But for those of you that are up in Colorado, we can see that there is some action along the Front Range up there as well.
Okay, so hopefully flat tires have now been nerfed. Also, tuning in again to Michigan. Y'all miss a tornado. So I noticed we have the extreme team just sitting here in Garden City. Do you want to hop in and explain maybe a bit of what you're seeing or what you're thinking right now? Oh, they're still
Dave,
on mute.
Yeah, Dave, you gotta unmute yourself.
We're just trying to get our money back from our flat tire still, and it's taking a little time.
Ah, okay.
Oh, you wanna go ahead?
Well, nothing much is happening. We started out here and we see the cyan, the slightly higher reflectivities not far away, which might be sort of a convergence zone. I think we're just planning to sit here and start heading out as soon as we see stuff start to fire somewhere.
Sounds good. I also noticed the battery on your camera is only at 37%, or I mean my camera. So if you happen to have a USB-C plug-in to charge that, but if you don't, then we'll just let it go as long as the battery lasts.
No, I should be able to handle that.
Okay, excellent. So Kyle, are you seeing any interesting things you want me to feature on the GR display here?
Well, we've got our first hail report up in Colorado and an issuance of a severe thunderstorm warning. And we've got some apparent chaser convergence out in eastern Colorado that one of our teams is stuck in.
Ah.
Otherwise, yeah, not a whole lot to talk about at the moment. Once again, nobody went for the central Oklahoma storm, so can't talk about that. But looks like our eastern Colorado teams here are quickly moving in a westerly direction.
Yes. Suck zone going at 64. Oh, they're there. Okay, they just left their chaser convergence. Let's see if they pick up speed here.
Also, John, at this point, there should be a couple things in the display queue.
Let me take a look at that. I haven't had that pulled up yet.
Yeah, just like watches and a few MDs are going to be coming in. Yes.
Just so chase teams know, it appears that the Dodge City radar has just switched VCP. So obviously they're keying, yeah, they're keying in on something, and apparently they just want to sample more of that convergence zone. And I don't know, we don't know what they're doing. We do have a tornado warning issued in central Oklahoma.
Hey Dave, did you get your money back?
Yes, we got it back.
Cool. Who was the team that had a bunch of flat tires that I needed to give money back to as well?
Those were the Stormbusters.
Stormbusters. All right.
Looks like our storm chasing teams in Colorado are abiding by the law and cruising along at a very gingered 64 and 65 miles an hour. Interesting. I think we scared them with that speed limit.
Yeah.
Then again, it's quite possible that the barn burner can only go about 64 miles an hour top speed.
Yeah, I should check on that. It can go 85. Also, minor tragedy, but my display queue automatic thing doesn't seem to be working, so I think I'm going to have to provide these little updates manually.
It
So,
wouldn't be a chase. Oh, go ahead, Jeff.
let's see, what did I miss over the time period? Well, we know it wasn't working. So, if you're in Colorado and you probably didn't notice that there's this... I didn't want to do that. Tornado watch. Let's see, what else do we need to show? There's a mesoscale discussion that was issued here. Let's see, when was this issued? Mesoscale discussion for Kansas, that was 1930. So this is a little bit about 30 minutes out of date. But mesoscale discussion, scattered supercells expected by late afternoon, early evening. And of interest to the folks in Kansas is likely this special Dodge City sounding. From 19Z. And just as a reminder, if you're not watching or you can't see it, it is just after 20Z in the simulation. Dr. Gallus, is there something you want me to read off to you if you can't quite see it on the screen there clearly?
Yeah.
Where's the watch out for?
The watch right now, the watch was out for Colorado. Yeah, there's not, right now we don't have any other watches out quite yet.
Thank you. Is there an MDL?
Yeah, that was this one.
Okay, thank you.
I can see Dylan and Lizzie sweating back there in the background. They've seen that sounding, and I think they like what they see.
So how are folks doing over in Lago Marciano?
We are doing good. We had some issues to start, and we worked them out, so everybody's doing good right now.
Excellent.
if you're looking at the Dodge City radar, it appears that we've got a little bit of convection going off that convergent zone north and west of Garden City, conveniently where the extreme team is currently sitting and has not moved.
Saving up their gas.
Dave clearly wanted his money back because we're just saving all the money today.
Let's see, we have some teams over here traveling. Trey's first Nader, Charles, and Scourge. Oh, Scourge looks to be heading in the opposite direction from these other teams. And Liv is just sitting here being passed up by the other teams.
Sad news in the Denver, Colorado area, as all of the new cars on car lots are starting to look like golf balls.
Yeah, what are we getting? 65, 71 DBZ returns out of this? And it looks like we just had a tornado watch issued for western Kansas and western Oklahoma and part of the Texas Panhandle.
Interesting to note there that you are getting a moderate chance of EF2 plus tornadoes.
And let's do a quick flip over to radar of what it looks like right now.
I can see that the extreme team has finally left Garden City for greener pastures. Very nice.
Let's see these teams down here. Are they struggling with some chaser convergence? Or at least they were. On a dirt road. Let's get that up in view here. Yeah, it's kind of funny. As much as they are trying to follow the highway, the simulation doesn't quite know that. It says that they went on a dirt road. As soon as Google Maps API reduces its ridiculous pricing, we might actually be able to incorporate the road type into the path that you follow. Also, some live chaser feed that we just got. Where's this actually from, Mark?
Oh yeah, this is from Western Kansas.
Okay. Of course, it's not live because, as you can see, it's obviously a time lapse. But
This video is in Western Kansas.
No, it'll be another hour probably.
We're gonna be okay. I might get on
Sure.
Just cruising across the mountain.
Yeah, I might definitely have this open on my phone.
Because those would be fun to have on. I know, because last time, I think they. You have to be within 2 miles of the top. I'll measure that. Oh, I'll measure. Go to your thing.
He knows. We've been through this.
Just want to let everybody know that there appears to be a tour confirmed warning out in, what is that, Arkansas or far eastern Oklahoma. I was wrong, Missouri. And to no one's surprise, it looked really bad.
yeah, it's also kind of in a radar hole.
The storm north and west of Garden City is starting to look much better.
Well, let's hop on over there and take a look. Do you think the Goodland or the Dodge City radar has the better view, Kyle?
I'm going to say Goodland, but it's not by much. Team Scourge in central Kansas has decided that it's time to go home. They've given up. It also appears that some convection is trying to get going down in the panhandle of Texas near Amarillo. It's quite faint though, so good luck. Check some of the higher scans too. Tornado report in Kansas.
What you do in the extreme, you're going away from it.
They want the next one.
Although it does look like right now they're getting some pretty picture of this wind farm.
Maybe they're using it to judge the low-level wind fields.
Ah.
I also see our Colorado chase teams are starting to near some of the ongoing storms up there.
Let's take a look.
Another flat tire strikes again. Team Charles in Kansas, stuck on the side of the road.
Well, we couldn't get rid of it entirely.
Oh no, of course not. We've also got a few teams now that are heading towards the supercell in western Kansas.
Oh, there we go. My little clock script wasn't showing the right time for the current time.
Looks like we've got another tornado report from that storm in Kansas. Make that 3 now.
It was actually reported by an NWS employee, apparently.
Who knows why, well, would that be an NWS employee out of Goodland or Dodge City? Kind of out there in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
John, do we have any more videos coming up? Any of these tornadoes that are happening?
Let me take a look. So right now we're at simulation time 2131Z. The answer is no.
Maybe the extreme team can get some video for us because they're now within 30 miles.
Yeah, it looks like they'd have at least a decent view of the structure of the storm.
Being that they're in Bill Paxton's truck from Twister, even if they drive through the tornado, they'll probably be fine.
Yeah. I also like how they're going 64 miles an hour. You know, don't want to get pulled over for speeding.
The bad luck for Team Stormbusters continues as they are now currently stuck in the mud on the Kansas-Oklahoma border. The extreme team is getting quite close to this storm right now, closing in on about 15 nautical miles. And some of our teams in Colorado are starting to position themselves in front of the broken line of storms. The extreme team has just entered the forward flank of this storm. And yeah, we'll see what happens from here.
Well, how do you want to call that on the tornado LSR that just showed up?
Yeah, that's
From
a fresh
probably
LSR.
that same NWS employee. How are you scoring that, Kyle?
Well, they were about 7 nautical miles away. That's in visual range. The question is, how much rain was between them and that tornado at that point? I think we can go
Yeah,
ahead
the bummer
and
is
call
I
that.
don't have that little history place file working right now. Something's going wonky with it.
This is a perfect time for them to get stuck in chaser convergence. Definitely going to call that an obscured tornado from their point of view at that time. But if the storm continues to produce and they can stay out of the circulation as this storm is moving off to the northeast, that's going to be an excellent spot to sit. According to this fresh tornado warning, looks like the storm's right turning pretty hard, and with a quite tight gate-to-gate circulation there, the extreme team is in the bear's cage.
Finally have a history place file working. You can watch their approach here.
They are now within 4 miles of the circulation.
Is that a new report? Or is that the other one? That's the old one. Oh yeah, it is a new report right here.
There's the new one.
Emergency manager.
That's going to count as a nice tornado. Really nice tornado that has been witnessed. The newest scans appear to have had a newly forming wall cloud go right over top of them.
Right over top of.
The extreme.
Oh. Yeah.
Also, John, further south into Kansas, there are 2 more things in the queue for about the 22Z time frame.
We have. Yeah, and then the next one that is highlighted isn't until 2242. So let me pull up the satellite here. That's in waiting. Oh, this was a storm initiation. This was from 2149 Z, so this is about half an hour old. And then what's our next one? Oh, we have a satellite image. Here we go. Is that what you're looking for?
Yes, that was one of them.
Excellent. What was the
Then
other
there was
one?
another one. The entry before that.
Oh yeah, that was the storm initiation one I showed.
Oh, yeah. Did you do that one already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
I can pull it up again. It's a pretty picture.
The extreme team is really trying to get that Dorothy deployment in this storm. I can see that now.
So let's just do a quick little swap over and we can see our leaderboard updated. And also I'm going to get the next display thing up and queued so I don't miss it like I did before. All right, not to ignore here, but let's see what else we have going on. Oh, our team down in the Texas Panhandle might actually get something, though it doesn't seem like they've been moving. You know, assuming the radar files can load.
The storm up in Colorado structure looks pretty nice. However, it's really close to the radar right now, so it's hard to judge what's going on in the velocities other than looks like some pretty powerful RFD.
There's this hail producer over here that looks 2.75 inch hail report out of central Oklahoma.
Fresh tornado warning, pretty close to the Dodge City radar with some storms that just blew up probably about 15 scans ago or less.
And we have 2 teams in hot pursuit. Trey's First Nader and Charles. Let's see if I can watch their progress here, these last few scans. Yep, getting in position. was the other one we wanted to feature. Oh, it looks like we're getting some more development along the boundary here. Looks like the extreme is getting caught in a developing squall line, possibly.
And they just had a fresh tornado report. That is not very far away. I don't know how we usually give out points for tornadoes that are within 3 miles of someone.
Yeah, let's see what let's step through. So that was a 8:53 report. At 8:53, they were right here. So I'm not sure if you can see on my screen, but that was at the time of the report issuance.
I don't know how the crowd feels about this one.
Yeah, it's 2.4 nautical miles away.
That being said, if they were in safety, they probably have a pretty darn good view of it.
Final, you're the scoring judge, Kyle. It's final say is up to you.
I really don't want to show any bias here, but I think I'm going to give them the points with a warning of if they do it again, they're getting in trouble.
All right. Oh, it looks like a bad time to hit chaser convergence. And pretty extreme chaser convergence. It's the lowest it goes, I think, at 15. All right, not to focus too much on any one team. We said we had updates in Colorado, right?
Yes, our two teams in Colorado have positioned themselves pretty nicely on this storm that is passed just north of the Denver airport when that data decides to load. There we go.
Like it's come in.
And we've also got two tornado warnings
any
now.
of these recently? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so.
We've also got 2 tornado warnings now in southwest Kansas.
Okay.
Team
All
Trey's
right.
First Nader moved their way through some of that forward flank to try and get into a better position.
All right, and I'm not sure where this nice wall cloud video is, but it looks like we have a wall cloud video coming up here. Do we know where this is from, the wall cloud?
Yes, it's from the newest tornado warning near the Dodge City area in southern Kansas.
So this is basically what Trey's First Nader is seeing.
Yes, yes it is.
All right, let me get the next one queued up because I don't think I want to miss this next one.
There's been a fresh tornado report behind the extreme team but they are definitely not seeing any of that now, as the core is they're not punching the core is punching them, trying to get out in front of it desperately. Looks like we've got some sort of report south of Dodge City as well. Don't want to focus just on them.
Yeah. Recent tornado report in the developing line of storms by the extreme. Funnel cloud report down here.
That is going to count for Trey's first nadir.
There's another team in the area, right? Where are they going? Oh, they're heading northwest towards the radar. Not to be left out of the action, Team Liv in chase of convergence heading north towards the southern storm. Oh, and I noticed there's a team down here. Obeying the speed limit to the people are afraid of speeding, it seems.
There's a fresh tornado report south of Dodge City. Trey's first nadir is seeing it, but man, if he's close, that's awfully close.
Well, if we're looking at, oh no, this isn't quite the same view that they have, but let's see here. Is it time to put it up? Yep, it is. Nope, not quite. Is it? It's close enough. By the time the video is done, it'll be the time. Oh, uh-oh. You didn't see that. So you remember what tornado this is?
Similar one, but just a little bit later.
Okay. Same general location?
Yes.
And indeed, we do have another report for that storm just south of Dodge City, and that is going to go for Trey's first nadir. And he's also nearby to some hail reports that happened a little bit ago, so that is also going to count. Our teams in Colorado are getting quite bold with their storm of choice, with Team LCA currently staring down the mouth of quite a whopping supercell.
So is this tornado on the same Dodge City storm?
Yep.
Okay. And it looks like we just have the Tor confirmed warning coming out. Confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado.
Yeah, John, let's go ahead and look up here in Colorado, as we've got a couple teams that are running for their lives. Oh, and LCA stuck in chaser convergence at the wrong time.
Well, you say it's running for the life, still going only 40 miles an hour in the barn burner there. Let's see, how much are these thunderstorm wind reports? Unknown number of power poles found sheared off at the base and lying on the ground. So Lizzie, based on your ML model, do you think that this would be classified as a real thunderstorm wind report, or not?
Power pole sheared off or something.
I'll go with probably.
She goes with probably.
All right, good enough for me. All right.
The extreme team is jetting to the south.
In this
I
message,
say that because they just passed Jetmore, so
nice.
that's my dad joke for the day.
And let's get this double view up because we have another video to show. Is this video still on the Dodge City storm?
Yes, it is. This is the rope out.
Okay. All right, how many teams do we have in the area here? We have Charles, Trey's First Nader, and the Extreme closing in as well. We have a few other teams down here on the plains, on the Kismet Plainstorm. Storm Busters live. Let's see who else we have around here. And not to be forgotten about, we still have a team chasing some of the active convection over here in Tulsa.
You haven't checked in on Michigan recently.
I haven't
saying.
checked in on Michigan. Theirs was right at the beginning. That's basic. And I mean, there's some severe thunderstorm warning, but I was just featuring them because they had the first tornado reports of the day. If we have something to pull up here. Oh, is this one? This one got added late. Unless it's this one. Oh, I think it's this one. All right, let's. We have this picture. This says it's from Dodge City.
Yep, Dodge City again.
Let's get that pulled up. And not to be forgotten about, we have another tornado video here on 2335.
Though the leaderboard is not updating quite as fast, you guys should see points showing up on your Chase app.
I have to manually refresh that. I forgot to implement the auto update. But you've been getting all this scored, Kyle, right?
Yep, it's getting scored, though I'm tempted to crush Trey with some hail because he was awfully close to that fallout. There's a really nice circulation up in off this Colorado storm as well.
All right, so I have one more video I think to show here. I've been trying to hide the watermark, but I think it's a little bit late for that. Yeah, definitely the view from inside the outflow. Okay, so what else were we going? Oh, this is an interesting warning shape.
We've got a.
It's not every day you see a pentagonal warning.
For
a tornado emergency.
For emergency Pentagon. John, I want to point your attention to the Colorado storm.
Okay.
Here pretty soon, and we appear to have a whoopsie report, as well as a real report. That
wonderful.
appears to be slightly misplaced.
Well, you know the storm report database, it's not perfect.
Yeah, I can see Lizzie cackling in the background right now.
And somewhere around here, I have some sort of update to show. Let's see, what time are we at? 23:50. Looks like 23:52. Okay, so there was a mesoscale discussion that came out while we were watching all of those other videos. That's MD Colorado 2. Let's just pull that one up a bit. My browser's wanting to be funny here. Looking for a new Weather Watch issuance, likely. And are we to 23:55 yet? I think we're close enough.
Kyle, apparently there was a tornado report in Colorado that we have a couple teams wanting points for.
Yes.
If they've gotten their points, too bad they were sitting under the rain, so I cannot give them full points for it. They were in the rain when the report came. I cannot change the rules.
I mean, this is the Adams County, Colorado view.
That is the view that they would have had.
Well, I can't. You'd have to replicate, but just because they're in reflectivity doesn't mean that precip was reaching the ground with this storm.
Fair enough. Then we've got an issue where I've given them points and I need to switch it, John.
Easiest way, I mean, because we're not tracking it, I'm just tracking the total. Just Discord me the amount to increment the teams.
Sounds good.
Go on, refresh. Okay. We're almost to 24Z. Colorado
LCA and Suck Zone, you guys are going to get an extra 75 points to what you already got.
There's a nice moody picture of it. Woodrow, Colorado tornado. Colorado tornadoes, Anchor and Woodrow. All right, to the Colorado teams, did you see your points update?
We're seeing 25 for those two Colorado.
I'm seeing 100.
There we go. Now we got it.
There you go.
Also, I am behind because I was doing all of that, because now we're getting lots of fun videos showing up. We're at 010Z. Oh, wait, no, actually, I just showed the last one. Okay, that was good. Let's get the next one queued up. Let's check in on all the action over here. There's plenty of polygons.
Yes, we've had 2 tornado reports near Dodge City with teams awfully close to them. I'm going to need your opinion on those, John.
Okay, let's get that pulled up. History location of all teams. Let's go here. Of course, we have green and yellow dots amidst a green and yellow reflectivity field. So are we talking about these 2 reports here, the 918 ones?
Yes, those are the ones we're looking at.
Okay. I mean, let's see. Do we? Is it time for this video yet? We could use the video in our decision making. Yeah, it is time for the video. Okay. So is this our video obtaining experts? Is this of that storm, or is this somewhere else?
Yes, this is west of Dodge City, I believe.
Okay. So I say we give both of them the full tornado points.
Sounds good.
And did you hit any of them with hail? I can't quite see if we, of course, we just got an air.
No, I didn't hit them with any hail on this one.
Okay.
They haven't been close to any reports at the
Okay.
time they occurred
Yeah.
that I could see.
Sounds good. Just because there is some big hail coming out that came out of it at 3 inches. Okay, how are we doing on time? We're at 21Z. Okay, we have a little bit of a break here. And then a bunch of them all back to back. Some nice outflow boundary action going on over here behind the storms.
We have some claims that Team Extreme and Charles are being annihilated by hail right now. That is what is being claimed.
Let's try finding them.
I find that claim well substantiated at the moment. And if it's not happening at this moment, it's going to be happening in about 5.
Yeah, it looks kind of on. Let's see if we can watch their little dot. Yeah, they critical scan, they just disappeared. They idea behind this.
Either way, John, I can't say with a happy heart that they're in a good spot at the moment.
No.
Which, by traditional terms, mean that there was some sort of core punch. Even though I see some nice acceleration there out of the extreme team to get out of there and not lose any more. However, chaser convergence is really not helping Charles out.
Oof. This would also be a bad time for them to get pulled over for speeding. But they seem to be doing pretty well so far. I hope they hit chaser convergence. But they look to be out of the worst of it. Depends on how.
Tornado report. Got a new tornado report in Colorado, apparently.
Ah. Don't quite have the video of it yet, but.
It's technically an old report, but I guess it popped up a long time ago. So if they couldn't put themselves in the right spot, I don't know how to help.
Oh, there's a tornado. We have funnel cloud and tornado in the mess of all of this. Do we give Charles an extreme obscure tornado for that?
Yeah, I'd say so. At least for the funnel.
Yeah.
What do you think, John? Should we give him a full obscured tornado for that one?
Well, given the fact that there was basically right next to each other, basically the same thing, a tornado and a funnel cloud, I think that those are really about for the same feature. Yeah, they have to be for the same feature. So I say we give them obscure tornado.
Do we have any footage for what's going on in Colorado at the moment?
Colorado at the moment, we will shortly. We don't quite have it yet. However, there's a bunch of it all back to back. So I kind of want to start rolling it now because others are going to fall behind.
Go for it.
So let's first look at what we're actually seeing on radar. Oh, that's because I'm on a high tilt. Have pretty good view out your rear view windows. I like that. Some pretty hefty reflectivity values. Are they keeping their distance?
Keeping a close eye on it. They're currently just out in front. It's going to be a question, is chaser convergence going to be the end of LCA? There's a very intelligent turn out of Team LCA to go southeast. Let's hope that 40 miles an hour is going to get it done.
Oh, and they went back east. At this point, it's prioritizing your view of the storm versus the rest of the view out your windshield for the drive.
Help us out. Where is Team LCA?
Team LCA is right over here, where the cursor is.
Way up there in Colorado, Dave.
Mm-hmm. Yep, this is all of the Colorado storm. The suck zone is a little bit farther ahead.
LCA is saying they are alive. They're hanging in there.
Really?
Well, I think Kyle's the judge of that one.
For now.
Oh, and we just got a tour confirmed warning. As you can sort of see from, the pictures that have been playing. I think I have another one coming up here. Oh yeah, there's one I missed because this looped. Where is it at?
John, with some of the obscured tornadoes down in Kansas, we've had some big point shakeups if you want to update the leaderboard for folks. It's quite a close race, and Liv, not to be left out, picked up and took some pictures of some cool hail.
All right, well, even though there's plenty of fun stuff going on over here in Colorado, I kind of want to tune back in to see what the situation's like with all these polygons. So just a quick little question of the people that we have connected. When you're switching radar sites, how do you notice a similar download time lag that I'm seeing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and we also had some problems with GR freezing, and they had to log out and log back in again when they switched sites.
Okay. So I wonder if it's just that the server that it's all going through a single pipe, and that there's just something where it's not quite handling the load.
the most unique thing that I've come across in the simulation is that all reports for Dodge City in this area have not disappeared whatsoever. We're still seeing the reports from that first storm that was north of Garden City. Yet the Denver radar, I'm having reports that have disappeared.
Now that's something.
That is something. Don't quite know what that something is.
Because that control is entirely, at least as I programmed it, it's supposed to entirely be off of a time. And if I thought that they're supposed to last for an hour, but as anyone who's helped in the testing of this process, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and it's easy for something to slip through the cracks. Alright, so where are all our teams at? So we have Charles over here. Trey's First Nader. The Extreme.
Is there points for hail pictures?
Yeah, there are. Is anybody claiming hail pictures?
Possibly in Oklahoma.
Let me take a look.
Oh, is that Scourge over here?
Yes.
Let's. I mean, I'm pretty sure that there was hail going on around here.
I think we can give Team Scourge some hail pictures. However, I would like to point out that the track that they used to get on this storm is they went around the storm to the north and didn't actually go through any of the hail swath. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. Fine. It looks like we've got a downstream tornado warning on the storm up in Colorado as well. Though it doesn't look like you can see it yet, John.
No, it doesn't. Although I should probably, turn on my tornado warnings.
Nope, there it is.
Do we have any photos or videos? Nope. Okay. And just, we've been going at this for quite some time here. If you're looking at the clock, if you're watching the little simulated time timer, it says we're just after 1:30Z, just to let you know that we're running the simulation until 1:50. So we got, what, 20 sim times? So that's 5 real minutes left. So get in position if you're going to capture that last report we have included.
Interesting tactic being taken on by Trey's First Nader. Just driving right into some of these storms in Kansas.
They don't seem to be alone, though. They hit chaser convergence. And speaking of chaser convergence, looks like two of our teams are almost hitting each other. The Extreme and
The
Charles.
Extreme starting to run low on fuel. I've heard some communication from their war room that they are looking to fuel up the truck.
I don't know, 7.63 gallons should get them to a town.
Yeah, that should also get them the next 4 minutes, unless you guys drive at 100 miles an hour.
I mean, they're going 86.
Okay, so maybe somebody has to go to the bathrooms. They're pretty desperate.
So let's do a quick little scoreboard refresh.
How are they going to get lightning points? That is the question in the room.
In the next 10 minutes.
Well,
let me
so
check.
let's see. So it's what? It's what, about 1:30 Z. So what actual time would that be? That
This is starting to be 8:30 p.m.
So yeah,
Central time.
if you're in the nice stratiform, or this, I'm not sure if we are quite getting trailing stratiform on this yet or not, but not quite. But if you're in the Anvil region, I say we can start giving some of these people farther back, like Stormbusters, who just got pulled over and ticketed during a lightning show.
I get to hand them some points and take them right back again. Who else do we think is backed off enough from these storms to be able to take some good lightning photos?
I'd say Liv.
Alrighty.
Extreme, Charles, and Trey's First Nader, though, are a pretty close pursuit. I'm not sure we can quite.
There's appear to be still clinging to that late tornado report.
Did we get anybody on this funnel cloud down by Sawyer?
We do have our Colorado chasers that have just witnessed another tornado.
Ooh.
And there is a torque confirm warning downstream now. Them being slightly farther west, they are going to have sunlight a little bit longer than our folks in Kansas. So I think we can definitely count that.
There we go. And I'm just checking back to our database here. That was the 140Z 8 miles north of Yuma tornado. Yep. So did you get that score?
Yep, I got them they got, both those teams got a really nice tornado.
All right, excellent. All right, so do you want to take, Kyle, one quick last look here at everyone's chase position? Because right now I think the last of the radar scans are about to go out.
We also got one more video
Oh yeah, we got one more.
for the people in central Kansas.
Let's see, I just need to get it pulled up here. Where'd my little window go? No! Did I exit out of it? All right, we're pulling this back up. And thanks for thank you for the reminder on that last one. I almost missed it. No.
We gonna give the Extreme that last funnel cloud view.
I say so.
Hard to say.
If I can,
quite a distance here.
I'll let
they're
you make
about 10
the.
miles.
I'll let you make the call on that.
Yeah, I think that's the last tornado-related points I can
Yep.
give out. Though.
Yeah, I mean, we just hit the last radar scans. Nothing else is coming out.
So close for this team, Boba Buddies or Baba Buddies. They're
Sorry, John, can you restart that?
You want to restart this one?
Yes, our projector went to sleep for a sec there.
Okay. All right. So as we wait for the final scoring to come in from Kyle's end, we'll watch this video one more time. Okay. Are we ready to go to final
you're
view?
good now.
There we go. So that looks like our final leaderboard there.
Well done to everybody. Nobody got skunked. I think that's the first time I've seen that happen. Few teams saw more tornadoes, but nobody would have left that day without at least an amazing view. So that's really all you can ask for a good storm chase.
All right, so do we have any closing remarks from any of our in-person groups?
Dr. Gallus and Dave, you guys just want to tell us which day this was?
The famous Dodge City Day, which as soon as we started this, I right away thought, oh, I bet this is the Dodge City Day. But then we obviously thought, well, maybe it wasn't, which is why we kind of went north from Garden City there.
Yep.
And then, you know, when stuff started to finally blow up near Dodge City, it was obvious that's what this case was. Excellent choice, though, of a case.
Fun case, really fun case.
Mark,
So-
is there anything that's stirring there in Lago?
I think we had Trey's team. They seemed to recognize it pretty early, definitely. So that gave them a pretty good advantage there. Anybody else?
I knew it was gonna start.
How about Colorado? Colorado's nice. It's kind of
The
fun.
Colorado teams went home satisfied, I think.
Anybody who's really mad at me at the moment that I need to be looking out for? Good, that's what I like to hear.
Dylan is only a little bit mad at you.
Only a little bit mad.
I can definitely live with that.
All right, so I guess with that, is there anything else among our chase simulation team? Anybody that want to go over things? I mean, I think that things, other than a few technical issues from my end, I think things went pretty well. Any other things that Kyle you wanted to mention, or Mark, or any of the team that in person there?
I just want to say thanks for everybody who participated and hung around with us. It's been a long project, and it's good to finally see everybody get to try it out.
Yes, we got a lot of thank yous.
All right.
Yes, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, John. Thank you guys for doing so much work on that.
Thanks mostly to John. Come on, we all know.
It was a fun little coding project.
All right. Well, I guess Guess that'll do it then.
Yeah, we're going. I guess our closing slide doesn't actually have any audio to it, so I better pop that back on so I can hear everybody.